The rain came sideways off the canyon, driving hard against the glass. I pulled into a roadside station and watched another midnight pass. The clerk was sweeping near the doorway, an old radio played low. Some country singer mourned a woman he lost 30 years ago. I knew a thing or two about that, about ghosts that never leave, the ones that sit beside you quietly long after you stop grieving. I stirred my coffee with a pocket knife, listening to the storm outside, thinking of all the roads behind me and the things that never survived. Life has a way of collecting payment for every dream a man lets slide. But there are a few things time can't reach, no matter how hard it tries. The years took names and faces, they took places I called home. They scattered plans like autumn leaves and left me walking on my own. But somewhere beneath the wreckage, past the sorrow and the ache, there remains a stubborn piece of me, what the storm couldn't take. My brother used to talk of oceans, of distant harbors and foreign shores. He carried maps inside his head while I stayed close to familiar doors. He left one spring and never returned. The sea kept its silence that year. Mama sat on the porch at sunset, waiting for footsteps she'd never hear. That's the thing about losing people, you don't heal the way folks claim. You simply learn to carry absence without letting it carry your name. So I kept moving through the seasons, through layoffs, funerals, and drought, learning some men grow stronger by surviving what they're without. The moon broke through the thunder clouds, casting silver on the plain, and I could almost hear the voices of those I loved again. The years took names and faces, they took places I called home. They scattered plans like autumn leaves and left me walking on my own. But somewhere beneath the wreckage, past the sorrow and the ache, there remains a stubborn piece of me, what the storm couldn't take. I once believed strength was a fortress, walls no hardship could break through. Now I know it's more like a lantern, guarding a fragile truth. It flickers in the fiercest weather, it bends but doesn't disappear, and somehow keeps a man moving crowd remembers where I've been, but every scar upon these hands reminds me I didn't give in. The years took certainty and comfort. They took more than I can name. They left a few unanswered questions and a heart that wasn't quite the same. Yet the dawn still finds me standing beneath a sky turning blue. And there's something here worth keeping, something honest, something true. The world can take a great deal from you, but it cannot take everything. Not if you hold on to the part of yourself that survived the wind. Morning crept across the highway, soft light on the wet asphalt. The storm had moved beyond the valley, leaving only quiet thoughts. I paid my bill and walked outside. The air washed clean and cold, and for the first time in a long while, the road ahead didn't feel so old. Lights were fading in the depot, one by one along the tracks. The station master locked the doorway, and the evening didn't look back. I sat beneath the timetable, yellowed edges peeling paint, listening to a freight train moan like an old sinner turned saint. There was a photograph inside my wallet, creased from years of being folded. The faces on it hadn't aged, only the hands that held it. I traced the outlines with my thumb as the cold crept through my coat, thinking how a man's whole life can ride inside a memory he never wrote. The clock above the platform kept counting what was gone, while somewhere beyond the darkness another night rolled on. I watched the river carry away things I thought would always stay, names in the dirt, smoke in the sky, promises time couldn't say. Still something settles deeper than sorrow, loss or fear, a quiet weight beneath the current that the years can move from here. My father fixed farm machinery, worked from dawn until the stars. His hands looked older than his face, his silence carried scars. He never spoke of hardship, though hardship knew him well. You could see it in the way he stood when another burden fell. I was different in my younger days, too restless for my own good. Spend more time chasing distant lights than appreciating what I should. By the time wisdom caught my shoulder, several roads had disappeared. Some lessons arrive like winter, slow and colder than expected. Wind swept leaves across the rails like letters never sent, and everyone seemed filled with words a younger man had spent. I've watched the river carry away things I thought would always stay. Names in the dirt, smoke in the sky, promises time couldn't save. Still something settles deeper than sorrow, loss, or fear. A quiet weight beneath the current that the years can't move from here. A storm rolled over Cedar County, black clouds swallowing the moon. I sat inside a roadside diner, listening to an old blues tune. That's when it struck me, strength isn't winning every fight, it's carrying what remains. When the world takes what it likes, it's waking up and moving forward when yesterday still aches. It's finding dignity in survival, not in what fortune makes. I've watched the river carry away dreams that drifted out of sight. Yet here I stand beneath the heavens, still meeting morning light. The years have carved their markings, but they couldn't claim my soul. For there's something beneath the surface that remains steady and whole. Something beneath the surface that remains steady and whole. The freight train vanished westward, its whistle fading through the hills. The station settled into silence, and the night grew still. I slipped the photograph away, buttoned up against the cold, and walked on, carrying less regret than I did yesterday.
There's an old motel outside Jackson, half its letters burned away. The vacancy sign still flickers, like it forgot the end of yesterday. I pulled in close to midnight, killed the engine, sat alone. The silence filled the dashboard, like a voice I'd always known. The years have been a hard companion, never cruel without a cause. They taught me how to lose with grace and live with what I lost. A man can spend his whole life searching for some place to finally belong, then find himself in the rearview mirror after being gone too long. The moon hung over the blacktop, pale against the clouds above. And every mile behind me felt heavier than enough. I've buried dreams beside the highway, watched good things fade from sight. Still something keeps a lantern burning through the longest part of night. The wind can shake the branches, the rain can bend the pine, but there's a part of me still standing when everything else declines. There was a steel mill near the river where I worked when I was young. The whistle ruled the daylight, and the nights belonged to no one. We were men of few possessions, grease beneath our nails and boots, trying to build a future from stubbornness and truth. I remember Eddie from the furnace, always laughing at the rain. One December he was gone, and the town wasn't the same. Funny how certain faces stay sharper than the years. You forget entire seasons, yet remember somebody's grin. A freight train crossed the valley, its headlights cutting through the dark, like a memory moving slowly across the chambers of the heart. I've buried dreams beside the highway, watched good things fade from sight. Still something keeps a lantern burning through the longest part of night. The wind can shake the branches, the rain can bend the pine, but there's a part of me still standing when everything else declines. I once thought strength meant never breaking, never letting sorrow show. Now I know it's carrying both and still deciding to go. Not every wound needs mending, not every question gets solved. Some scars become part of the foundation a man learns upon. The stars emerged above the ridgeline, cold and distant yet sincere. And for a moment all the noise simply disappeared. I've buried dreams beside the highway and watched whole chapters close. Yet every dawn still finds me further than most roads. The years may leave their markings, and time may thin the flame, but some things grow stronger in the weather, like the soul that remains. Morning gathered on the horizon, soft gold across the plain. I turned the key and headed west, toward whatever still remained. The highway stretched before me, quiet as an old refrain. And somewhere beneath those rolling miles, the road still knew my name.
The ferry quit its crossing years ago, but the dock still stands out there. Crooked posts and weathered planks leaning into river air. I come around some evenings when the town has gone to sleep. The water rolls beneath the moon, dark and slow and deep. An old bait shop sits abandoned at the edge of Miller's Bend. The owner passed one winter and nobody moved back in. Funny how a place remembers long after people leave. The walls keep holding stories that the living can't retrieve. The river don't explain itself, it simply moves along. And there's a lesson hidden there for every man who's carried on. I've stood where hope grew thin as paper, where the cold settled in my bones. I've heard the silence after heartbreak and the sound of being alone. Still there's something steady beating beneath the weight of every scar, a quiet fire that keeps on burning no matter where you are. There was a woman from Savannah who danced like she belonged to song. She could turn an ordinary evening into something worth holding on to. We rented a room above a bakery back when life seemed wide and clear. The scent of bread came through the floorboards every morning of the year. But dreams can pull in different directions, and love don't always win the race. two good souls get separated by distance, time, and place. I still remember that apartment, the curtains moving in the breeze. Not because I want it back, but because it once belonged to me. The stars reflected on the current, like scattered pieces of the past. Some drift away forever, some somehow seem to last. I stood where hope grew thin as paper, where the cold settled in my bones. I've heard the silence after heartbreak, and the sound of being alone. Still there's something steady beating beneath the weight of every scar. A quiet fire that keeps on burning, no matter where you are. A storm rolled in beyond the tree line, thunder shaking up the shore. I watched the clouds gather slowly, like I'd seen them do before. Ages taught me many things, most of them arrived too late. But one truth remains certain: a man is more than his mistakes. Not every loss is failure, not every ending means defeat. Some roads simply shape the traveler before they leave his feet. I've stood where hope grew thin as paper, and watched whole chapters disappear. Yet these hands still know their purpose, and this heart is still right here. The years can weather any surface, the wind can batten the strongest tree. But some things settle deeper than what the world can see. Some things settle deeper than what the world can see. The river carried moonlight southward, past the dock and out of sight. I stayed until the first pale colors started gathering in the light. Then I turned toward town, toward another ordinary day, walking a little lighter than I came.